What's up everybody, it's Tropic. Welcome to the channel. I'm going to be doing a video today breaking down a beat I did from scratch for Luh Tyler. It's going to be a beat and a loop. Want to be breaking down a lot of this stuff on the channel. A lot of different beats, melodies, music theory, all that kind of stuff, showing you how FL Studio works, whatever. So like, subscribe, definitely tap in. It helps the channel a lot, and I promise we're gonna have some good stuff on here. Yeah, let's jump straight to it. I want to make this video kind of short, so it's like boom boom boom. So let's do the loop first. I did the chords with sort of this like jazzy, almost, you know, kind of R&B 80s feel, just a little more retro. You know how that Florida vibe is. It's almost like a sample of that era, but with sped up drums. So again, real simple. I think there's a basic chord extension here. You could see 7th chord, I think F. That's really kind of like, you know, 13 up here. But you know, I really just added in there to give it some color. You can see all the chords are kind of playing an F here. Continuity, the voice leading is kind of compact here, and it's cool. If you don't know what I'm saying, I'm gonna be doing a music theory video soon, so definitely tap in for that and stay tuned. But anyway, so yeah, 2 chords, real simple. It's really just about how to use the space here, so let's listen. It's important to note that like the second time, this chord and this chord are the same, but as you can see, like I kind of changed the way it was played, took out a note, you know, or maybe I changed the inversions, like with these 2 chords. Same thing, but you know, it tells a little bit more of a story rather than just kind of repeating. So it's kind of a little bit of sauce there if you don't do that. I just layered it with another one, so you know, combined. Just a little bit thicker of a sound. If you layer 2 sounds that aren't similar, these ones are, but if you layer 2 sounds that aren't, you can get a lot of new sounds that didn't exist prior. It's how they do it in movies, you know, make a sound like in a sci-fi movie that didn't exist. You know, you got to combine 2 sounds that we do know. The processing's pretty simple here. I just kind of have this plate reverb. I love this one. Shout out to Sound Toys. And they got this little vintage chorus. This is actually a stock plugin. I forget which level of FL though you need to get it, but you can just use the regular fruity chorus too. Kind of just gives it that retro feel, just though, like I was saying. And then here I've got boo bass. I love boo bass. Just simple like bass guitar licks that kind of like, they come in at the end here. If you can picture where the chord was, you know, it was just stretching along here, and so this kind of fills at the end of the lick, sort of using our space. Great. All right, next, boom. It's a guitar with the chorus on it. I think it's this one. Yeah. Just a chorus, really nothing else. I kind of want to keep it simple. It's basically the same chords that I was just playing, but a little bit more strum, just a little bit of bounce to it, and it's like a layer. It's also panned differently than the other ones. So anyway, I got this fun bell, just descending. Probably should have changed up the velocities here, but oh well, here we are. So and as you can see, it's almost kind of like a question answer type vibe, where like they're similar bounce but just slightly different. kind of like responds to this one almost. And again, just kind of like utilizing the space that we have here. You don't want to do too much, gotta leave room for the artist, but you know, also just sort of catch a vibe too. I just played that out on my actually on the laptop, you know, using the keys as the piano. Just use your ears, sort of trust them, but also keep in mind sort of the notes that you already playing in your chords. And then boom, this lead, got a kind of a funky lead here. Still a serum lead, it's kind of swag. I think it's from a plug-in beat kit on Splice if y'all want to get it, but it's pretty basic lead. I mean, you can find that lead in like any VST, to be honest. And then last thing here, we just got this little it's kind of SoundCloud rappy, honestly. It's just a little pad from Xenology, EQ, shaper box, pan, side chaining, so it ducking a little bit. That's why it's like boom, you know, up and down, and the panning side to side. Then we got our filter here, which is sort of like, you know, taking out frequencies. It's pretty minimal, but you know, obviously the LFO is a little crazy here. I didn't want it to throw off the rhythm of the bounce too much, you know, whatever. Sorry, the rhythm of the beat. So all together. And then of course, you know, you want to have like some space in the pattern too, like a little simpler part where like, you know, not as much is going on. So now back to that beat here. The drums are pretty simple. I've got an 808. Lot of space. And keep in mind that the bass guitar is like playing in between. Boom, 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 you know, whatever. Clave. Open hat. Smooth. There's a little impact noise, kind of cool, I like it. It's really nice for just like kind of the start of a loop. Hi-hats, real simple. There's a lot of bounce in the rest of the beat, and I just didn't want you know, too much to be going on. Again, you gotta just kind of keep in mind that this gotta be a simple listen for people, you know? Not that it has to be, there's no rules in music, but, you know, if you want to really get the most artists on your beats and honestly just make sort of good music in that way, you just gotta leave space and just be conscious of the listener. So next, and I think most importantly, I've got this fun little rim here. I think snare selection and clap selection is so important. Like it can change an entire beat. So just making sure the right sound there that you choose, really important. It's interesting. A lot of Florida beats kind of either have the bounce, you know, or, you know, just like I have it where it's only this last one, but, you know, kind of delaying that snare can be big. Tom, only at the end of the pattern here. It's kind of like just like a little fill. And I've got this little basketball swish sound. I thought it was pretty great. But nothing crazy there. My tag, let's listen to it back again, and hope y'all enjoy. If y'all fuck with the video today, please like, subscribe, helps out the channel a ton. As I said, going to be doing a lot of cool stuff here, dropping some kits, doing a lot of sample packs. I'm going to get that stuff live, maybe even some presets and all that stuff. So I'm just trying to figure it out, but I'm trying to drop consistently all 2026. And, hope y'all have a good day otherwise, man. Peace.
This ain't even fair,